Another cool way that we can use the calculator is to figure out inflation. Actually, to use present value and future value, we can solve for inflation as well. And so let's take, for example, the inflation of a home. So for example, let's say that right now we own a home. So let's say our present value of a home is 350,000, which in some parts of Utah County, that's actually the average price. Actually, that's now starting to become, as of January 6th, that is below average. We're starting to hit highs of nearly 400,000. But let's say we have a present value of $350,000, and we want to estimate what our future value will be in 1 year. So we'll put question mark there. We believe that inflation for homes right now is actually at 6%. So let's just put our interest. In this case, it's inflation, but we identify it as interest for the calculator's sake. So let's say it's 6%, okay? And that's actually year-over-year data. That's actually relatively accurate as of right now. In fact, in some places, it's gone even up higher than that. And let's also assume that it's going to go up at that rate. So 1 year. Let's actually change this. Let's change our end. Let's see what our house will be in 5 years when we sell it. There's a law out there where if you want to avoid capital gains tax, you have to be in the home at least 2 years, or sorry, maybe it's 3 years. I'll have to look that up. But a minimum of a few years and no more than 7. Once you hit more than 7, then you start to get into capital gains. So let's say we want to hold this, we want to see what it is for 5 years. Our periods per year, this is going to increase just once. You know, it's only going to increase 6% every year, and we think it's going to continue to do that for the next 5 years. So what is our future value? Well, we don't have any payments in this scenario, so we're going to disregard payments because they won't affect interest rates. So let's go ahead and plug this into our calculator. Okay, let's zero things out. We're at 12 periods per year, so we need to adjust that first. So 1 shift, you see there, periods per year. Okay, let's clear all again. Okay, 1 period per year, we just confirmed that. Now let's start plugging in our data. So 350,000, and remember, we have to convert that to negative, present value, 6%, 5 years. Okay, payment, we're gonna disregard, and now we're gonna go for future value. We anticipate that our future value of our home in 5 years is 468,378.95. Okay, that's what we anticipate. Now, say we had a USDA loan on this house, and so we put zero money down, okay? Which means we are financing 100%, okay? Oh, I just realized that's kind of out of the picture there. So let's do a little bit lower. So 0 down. Okay, finance 100%. Okay, so, and this is gonna be for a future lesson, but once we start, over 5 years, you're gonna be paying monthly, so 5 times 12, you will have made by that time, what is it, 5 times 12 is 54. Sorry, I'm having a blanking 60, sorry. So 60 payments is what you'll have made by that time, okay? So 60 payments by the end of 5 years. And you have to realize that you've, between principal and interest, say your principal and interest is $1,800 a month, or your payment is $1,800 a month, but that includes your interest as well. So the way that payments work is you pay more interest over at the beginning, but as you continue to pay, you start to pay less interest, and you start to make, and let's say that the dashed line represents principal. You start to pay more principal as the lifetime goes, even though that this amount right here equals the $1,800, let's say. Okay, so you can kind of see how over the lifetime of the loan, you start to pay more principal than interest. So you can kind of see here that even though your home value has increased almost $118,000, you've also paid down this balance. So now this balance is less, and let's just assume that you've paid nearly $70,000 off. So let's say 75,000, that puts us at 275. Okay. And now what you do is you can find the difference. So what is the difference, or delta, between the 275 and 468? And that would be the equity that you've had into the home. Okay, so let's just put K. So you, okay. So the delta between 275 and 468, you're, let's see, 27, so you're 200, you have $193,000 equity if you were to turn around and sell that home right now. And so that's where some of these financing principles start to come into play, just a hair, and just everyday real estate scenarios.